あ、なんも映ってない。アラート、グループ、枠、ゲーム。音入ったかな？よいしょと。ゲームも入ってる？入ってないね。あ、カバロちゃん！こんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。アランウェイクの続きをやるよ。第4章だよ。めっちゃ怖いよ。やりたくないよ。やりたくない。めっちゃくちゃ。ほらけー。あ、腐ったメロンさん、こんにちは。6チありがとうございます。なんでメロンさんチありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。頑張ります。めっちゃ怖いな。これ途中ほんと詰まったら、イージーにするね。お元気です。カマロンちゃんも元気ですか？私はとても元気です。
Groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
タイ
There
プ
were
ライ
only
ターだ。
empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
若干ね、画面酔いするかも。え、誰？怖い怖い怖い怖い。え、誰？誰？
Good evening, Alan.
あ、
Are
こ
we
れハート
feeling
マンさん
better
だっけ？
now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message.
怖いんだけど、
Loud and
急に部屋
clear.
入ってこないで
Right,
よ。ノッ
right.
クしてよ。
That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
ありがとう。
Now, why don't you come with
君の
me?
そのジャンプ
We'll
の音で
reacquaint you with
怖
my clinic
くな
and
く
go
な
over
る。
everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
やだ
This corridor is for patients.
なんこれ
Most of them aren't here
なん
right
か
now.
壁めくれてない？あ、これ違う。そういうデザインか。
Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
ウェイクって書いてある。こっちはなんていうの？エマーソン？エマーソン。デスラリー。ナイトスプリングス。ナイトスプリングス。あ、Xbox じゃないこれ。違う？え、加湿器？これ加湿器？いや、違うわ。Xbox だ。なんこれ？地図？わかんない。これなんだろう。
I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
ラネさん。
I specialize in
ラ
treating
ナ。
artists.
I bet you do.
デソル。
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we
こ
can
れは
get
誰？
this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
うちは？違うわ。絵画だね。絵を描く人っぽい。え、もういないの？もしかしてみんな。これは？入れない。アンダーソン。あ、ここアンダーソンさん。入れない。こっちは？クマ。なにこれ？ なにこれ浮いてる人の絵。熊。大きいヒイラギちゃん。
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this.
やっぱ死んでるんだ、奥さん。
Dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable
奥さん
state
死んでるん
until
だ。
you understand and accept this.
本当？
Alice drowned,
溺れた。
and you couldn't face that.
溺
You're
れ死んだん
suffering
だ。
from hallucinations,
ハートマン、お前の
paranoid
部屋かよ。
delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams.
なんか絵があ
Your
る。
mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and
怖い。
supernatural forces of darkness are
ランド
trying
フィ
to
ルメディ
stop
アさん、
you.
こんにちは。
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you've concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
あ、タンタンさん、ヤッホー。入れない。これ、日時計か。今な。いいな、私ガンダム見たい。シードめっちゃ見たい。今じゃあ、11時ってこと？いいなぁ。
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice.
と何
Now
も
there was
ない。
nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control.
めっちゃゴロゴロ言ってる。
Have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths
寒
of
い。
your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession.
なんでさ、外あったかいのに部屋の中こんな寒いんだろ
After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you.
う。上着羽織るか？
Why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't
めっ
want
ちゃ
to
ゴロゴロ
admit
言う
that you're
な。
not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him
After
talk.
all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the world
His
you've
words echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug
do
my
it
nails
by
into the
myself.
palms of my hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside.
邪魔します。あ、誰かいる。ああ。プキャー。
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love
怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い怖い。
great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
楽しそう。
Yeah, that's right. I got you. Gotcha good. I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
エマーソ
Yeah,
ン。
you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, sorry. Ooh.
that's Emerson. We're actually
ゲームデ
making
ザイ
some
ナーなんだ。
progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course. It does involve
Get
some
him to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
La 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 la
あ、あった。たたたたー。
Alan, please, this way.
はあ、にゃにゃビビってんじゃねえぞ。あ、戦ってるんだ。初めのあれね、お辞儀ね、戦う時の。なるほどね。戦う時のお辞儀ね。
Come, Alan, this way.
え、このおばあちゃんはえ、クラシックおばあちゃんはえ、このクラシックおばあちゃんはあ、これが絵描いてる人
Oh,
え、
hello.
怖っ
I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago.
怖い怖い怖い怖い
Dr.
怖い
Hartman
怖い怖い
wanted
怖
me
い
to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them.
飾るな、
He
こん
has
な絵
them
を
in。his office.
Yeah.
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better.
回復してないと思う
I think I'm getting
よ
better.。
怖いよー。
Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up.
ほんと
The
ね。
storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
やばい病院来ちゃった。ストリートファイターと、これなんだっけ、ダンシングおばあちゃんと、怖い絵を描くおじいちゃんがいる病院。非常にテレビが重要。これなんなん？この人は何？お？はぁ！いや！
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy.
え、なに？キュポ
As
キュポ
soon
キ
as
ュ
you
ポ。
feel up to it, you should continue.
え、なに？え、何してんの？叩いて被ってじゃんけんポンしてんの？何してんのあれ？怖いんだけど。これあれじゃない！え、これバーにいた、コーヒーショップにいたおじいちゃん。コーヒーショップにいたおじいちゃんじゃん。なんだっけなんかの曲ずっとかけてって言ってた人。レモンとライムを絞って飲んで、レモンとライムを絞って飲んでみたいな歌のやつ。
My rheumatism's killing me.
違ったっ
There's a
け？
storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well,
認知症が進行してる。
dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock
自由奔放な人生を送ったらこうなっちゃうの？
No, that won't do.
ちょっと待って、おじいちゃんの
I'm
会
so
話もっと
sorry
聞
to
きたか
cut
った。
this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check.
いや、外にいるおじいちゃん、家に入れてあげなよ、まず。
Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to
外のお
write.
じいちゃんを
Really is
家
for the
に入れ
best.
てあげて。
Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer. Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough.
ああ、これが例の
Crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah.
イエーイ
Crazy's a
あ、腰が
requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when
なん
it's
かおじい
like
ちゃん、
this?
コーヒーショップの時よりも顔が変わったね。
No, crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him.
なんかおじいちゃん顔変わった。
Go to the farm. The Anderson farm. Valhalla.
かわいい。
We wrote it all down.
おじいちゃん、イエーイ
Forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find
おじいちゃんずっとね、
the message. Here,
なんだっけ
Sonny, here's something for you.
ピコピコハンマー持って
Gave
ん
me a
の。
rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
ありがとう、おじいちゃん。なんか持ってたって。
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the
アシ
keys
ス
of
タン
the
トの絵見
typewriter.
る。
It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his
めっ
young
ちゃ
sister
かわいい。
Emil,
リ
he
リ
would
さ
have
ん、こん
given
に
it
ち
up.
は。
But Emil convinced him otherwise. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine.
動く。
Clears your head right up.
なんかね、
Makes you remember like
こっちの方が驚いた時の顔がよくわかるって言われた。
Oh, I just noticed leather patches
あ
on the、
あ、ごめん。
elbows.
あ、あ、
That's not very rock and roll. Tom just lost is all.
魔女
Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch. She used us all, taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens. What were they?
ああ、のおばあちゃん
What the
喪服のお
hag?
ばあちゃん。
She took something from you too,
寒い。めっちゃ
didn't
寒い
she?
んだけど。
That's what she
上着ないかあ
does.
った。後ろにあっ
We're
た。
better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god. Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer. She's been using you, boy. And you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you? Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease
これが例のリマスターで変わったおじいちゃんか。
Doesn't mean you had to open it all the way, God damn it. Ah,
あー、フォン。
so tired. Built the farm close to
疲
the
れた
lake.
おじいちゃんたち疲
Place
れ
of
てる。
power.
農場行ったらパワー
We
がもらえ
had
るらし
parties there, man. You should go
い。
there and
めっちゃ
have a
疲れと
party.
る。全部のパワー持っていかれてるやん。
Bob Balder threw the amp through the window. Got that hippie chick.
ジジイの話終わんないんだけど。
15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now.
ヘトヘトおじいちゃん。プルプルしてる。
Stitches,
え、死
snitches,
ぬの
and narcs, man. Bad.
急に老いた。あ、はいはいはい、頑張れ。
I'm tired,
疲れちゃった。
so tired. I want to go home.
Go home. さっきまでめっちゃ元気やったのに。お、意地でも離さない。入れない。当クリニックでは専門的な治療を行っています。エンゲージメントセラピー TM その姉妹療法フローは患者さんご自身が積極的に参加することで最大の効果を発揮します。ご不明な点はどうぞ遠慮なくスタッフに聞いてください。何を言ってんの？あ、おった、ダンシングおばあちゃん。ダンシングフラワーおばあちゃん。あ、雨降ってる？違うか、風の音？まだ言ってる。あちゃお。
They're only in your head and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think
雷が怖いってわけじゃないんだよね。多分闇が怖いんだよね。
And now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
このナースさんは？この人は何だっけ？いやー、めっちゃ、
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
これ部屋戻っていいの？やだ、戻りたくない。やだ、戻りたくない。
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key. Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
鍵がいる？私の部屋ってどこ？ここ？部屋どこ？くまちゃん。あ、QR コードがある。これがさっきの、あちょーって言ってたあの人の部屋か。で、こっちが、入れた。これがさっき絵を描いてた人。これがおばあちゃん？入れないけど。おばあちゃんっぽいな。 入るか入らんとすまらんのやろな。
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down.
めっちゃ舌やばくない？
Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you
下の部屋がやばい。
okay?
ガラス割れる音してない。何してんの？
I didn't know what the chaos
お
was
歌
all
歌ってる。
about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
あ、ボケ老人どもが。ニョルニョルって言ってる。むにょむにょむにょむにょ。 あ、健康。
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue.
え、バリーが来るんだ、ロッチに。え、もしかしてここの人たちと戦うの嫌だよ、私。どうしたの？
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office suite from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office.
隠れてる。
All my manuscript pages. That's where he'd be keeping them.
The music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper. Maybe you could come out and beat our wrinkled adult
ジジイの反乱。
asses for us.
ジジイの反乱が起きてる。
We were on the road, man. You think we haven't seen punks like you?
やだ。むにょむにょ。
Yeah, you better hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
ここではない。ブレイク
He's
ユー。
probably kidding.
でもいなくなっちゃったよ。
He's got a great sense of humor. Just ask Sinclair.
おじいちゃんはめっちゃ歌歌ってんじゃん。見たいんだけど。
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing
なんだこの
outside
ま
the
とまりの
lodge.
ない写真
I
は。
knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
ね、あんな大きく飾る写真ではない。
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear.
ハートマンは何なんだろう。小説が欲しい人。黒幕？雨女。
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment,
Now,
I
Mrs.
couldn't
Wade.
breathe right.
Can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry
ね
all the time.
アリスはハートマンに相談しに来てたんだ。
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes, and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just
ア
get
リス
him
に
here,
暴
I'll
力は振るわ
absolutely
な
do
い
my
け
very
ど、なん
best.
か、アランはもともとなんか、
You need to be careful.
いろいろ追い詰められて、あれなんだ、暴力的ですぐ怒っちゃうん
He's
じ
the
ゃん。
most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked,
あ、
and
全然
frankly,
違
I
う
was
内容
about
が
to
出てきた。
discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary
Hey.
work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an
これ全員分消えたりする
illustrator,
んかな。
perhaps a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications.
たまたま
but the
B ボ
paintings
タン
he's
を押したら
produced
進ん
are
だ。
informative. At least
面
he's
白
easily
い。
controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's
Wake は素
frustrating
直
that
じゃ
the
ないっ
best
て。
subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Not buying that. I was tailing
あ、
Wheeler, and this is the only place he
実
could
績が出た。
That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I
あ、
will
ナイ
not
チンゲールさ
allow
ん
you
来た
to
んだ。
disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patience like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say.
なんでお昼ご飯食べた後
Secondly,
眠くな
you're
っちゃうん
not
だろう。
dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. あ、終わり。3回分聞けるっぽいよ。ランドフィルメディアさん。もう多分順路的にこっちで。え、怖い。セレブのエージェントあ！
About time.
バリー
Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
バリー
Yeah. I mean, no. The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't
よ
hassle
か
me
った
too
バ
much.
リー
I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
ローズ泣いちゃう。え、バリーもついてきてくれるの？バリーかわいい。あ、ピストルがある。あー、もう始まる。
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
え、バリー殺したくないよ。バリーをバリーしたくないよ。
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up
いい
with
な、さっ
you.
き
Get
も
a
聞い
car.
た。見たいな、ガンダム。
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wait,
やだ、
listen
バ
to
リーと
me.
一緒に行
This
く。
is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful with your ability and mine.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
What is it?
Presence was on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
何？あ、痛い。出刃で下手。出刃で下手。デッドバイデイライト下手。まだやんのこれ。まだいるな。鹿がいる！鹿がいる！これまだやんの？ちょっと待って、これいつまでやんの？ねえ、これいつまでやんの？とりあえず鹿を倒そう。何回でもなんかできそう。あ、そうなん。私は結構使ってる。でもなんか倒してるっぽいよね。鹿がいるけど。 こっちかな。ライトは向きがずらい。もう、やだ、やりたくない。でも行きたくない。何回でも私はポーズを使う。はあ。あ、つきそう。
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Naniこれ？テレビモニモニ。どっち？こっちじゃないの？これ原稿じゃない。待って待って。なんか物落ちてない？あ、落ちてる。川？わかったって待ってって。ないね。
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
やだー！
Don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
ありがとう、バリー！
Oh God! Look at the house, Al! Look
いやもう無理ね、マジ無理。難易度下げていい？発煙筒と銃がちょっとだけか。行きたくない。行きたくない。ああ。怖いよ、無理。弾とか落ちてないね。いやー、不安。ちょっとマジ無理。無理、待って、マジ無理。 もうダメやったら下げる。本当にもう無理ってなったらダメ。だってまだここはセーフなんだな。アイテム落ちてないね。いやーマジでずっと光の下にいたい。ああ。ああ。うん。あ。ないね。ないね。ああ。もう、やだ。もうやだ。ほんとやだ。怖い。マジ
I
で怖い。
stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting,
トウモロコシの迷路ってあるの？楽しそう。いい匂いしそう。ああ、もう。いやー。あー。まず発煙筒は、次の大きいやつがこれね。これ。オッケー。あー。あんな狭いとこにでかいの来んなよ。で、次来る。Don't trust エミル？ E メール。ここで回収する。ああ。大きいやつが来るね。大きいやつは発煙筒で追い込む。OK。発煙筒は R1。い いのどうしよう。大きいのはもう後ろ戻った方がいいかな。助けられんわーおもろ。俺助けらんねえわっていうのが必死に伝わるね。ここに一回逃げ込むか。逃げれるか。やっと抜けた。で、どっちだ？右と左どっちだろう。やっとここ抜けれた。右と左どっちだろう。左かな？はあ。こっちか。違う、あれ？どっち？待って、どっちも今止まってなかった。待って、待って、あれ？今、左も右も道なくなかった？あれ？もう待って、あれこれ、あれあれあ、こっちか。何誰の声？テレビを仲良くみんなで見ようねって何言ってんの？出れた。ちょっと待って。マジ休ませて。おじいちゃんかな？どっち？はい。リボルバーの弾。行きたくない。もう私なんでこんなに臆病なんだろう。おじいちゃん。朝の2錠で穏やかな一日を過ごす。にゃんにゃんにゃん。おじいちゃん敵になったっぽいな。 あ、いるわ。あ、違うわ。逃げた人か。楽しそう。てか、カラスも来てね。ちょっとカラス！ねえ、カラス！カラス待って、本当にアイテムこれだけ？やだ、怖い。やだ、怖い。なんか落ちたりしてない？なんか少なくない？これだけマジで。でもリボルバーの弾しかないから多分これだけだよね。いや、少ないですって物資少なすぎやしませんか？ゲーム下手くそはこれだけじゃ死ぬんですよ。にゃにゃにゃにゃ。マジ怖い。カラスめんどくさいな。カラスこの時点で来ないかな。あ、後ろに出てるんだ、カラスが一緒に。抜けれた。はあ。1アイテムこん中あるっぽいな。とフレアガンがある。ああ、これね。はいはいはいはい。で、あ、めっちゃ行きたくない。めっちゃ行きたくない。お茶飲みまーす。はあ。ああ、飲んでる。ちょこちょこあったかい飲み物。もうやだ。 もうやだもうやだバリー早く助けに来て。めっちゃ小指つりそう。変な音聞こえるしよ。これジジイと戦うの嫌なんだけど。いや、行きたくな。
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
ああごめんね。ああねえ、進んでこの道進みたい？私は進みたくない。朝になるまでずっとしたい。ああ、もうやだよ。めっちゃカラス鳴いてる。はあ無駄な弾使っちゃった。乳牛さんこんにちは。今日はワイルドアームズじゃないよ。めっちゃ怖い。どっかの叫び声の大きさで正式。なんかあるよね。確かどっかであるよね。カメハメハ叫ぶとかさ、山のてっぺんかどこかでさ、なんか絶叫して、その大きさを競うみたいな。あったと思う。マジ無理。カラスいるし。もう、セーブできないんだ。動きそう。動いた。うん。 いらない。そんなショーはいらない。トメイトエイムメイドトムドゥイット。はあ、あったかい光。こっちではないよね。こっちよね。はあ、あったかい光。行きたくない。出るんでしょ。はい。こっちでいいんだよね、多分。あれ？行きたくない。食べ物なら芋類と麺類が好き。ちょっと電気消えるわ。もうなんで電気消えてんのもう。ああ、なるほど。何がいいんだろう。こっちか。あれ？今どうやって来たんだ？あ、でも大体なんかどこのお店行ったら食べるっていうの決まってたりするかも。そう。芋美味しい。いた。あれ本物？あれ本物のバリー？あれ本物のバリーね。ほんとね？わかる。食べたい。あれ本物よね。バリー
！Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
はい、開けろ！
Jerry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up.
早く！
It's kind of loose in the lock, so,
Barry!
I'll find it. Don't worry about it.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it.
フレアガンだな。ふざけんなよ、バーリー、この野郎。下打ち出ちゃったじゃん、バーリー。ちょっとやめて、バーリー。バーリー、やめて。
Hurry up, Barry.
I'm on it. I'm on it. Gotta be here. Just hang on now.
まだいいの、バカ。ああ、無駄に使っちゃった。あ、車だ。やった。運転の仕方覚えてないかも。いらないよ、後ろの。捨ててこいよ。後ろのやついらないから捨ててこいね。いらんからあれ。いらんよ。バリー大好きじゃん、私のこと。いやー、もうあそこ行けないね。いるの？
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's
バリー頼む、安全運転で頼む。バ
stuff like this.
リーは広い。
This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake.
熊が
But
出
she's
てき
not
そう。
dead.
鹿とか熊でない、
How
大
do
丈
you
夫
know。that?
I know, Barry. I can.
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my
優
manuscript
しか
to
ったん
take
だね、
over
バリー
everything.
は。
Al, I believe you.
腐ったメロンさんのバリーはめちゃくちゃ優しかったんだね。
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional.
森さん。
Shit's going down. That's a fact.
バリー、和名森さん。
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone.
バリーが聞かしたら森さんにしよう、名
But
前
they
を。
wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We
Ah.
just need to find it.
Look out!
いや、バリーバリーイケメンじゃん、バリー。広いんじゃない？バリー。バランって誰？バリー。アランとバランがバリーが混じっちゃった。どこ？死にかけなんですけど。
I lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to.
銃なくすなよ！バカ、銃なくすな、バカ。懐中電灯もないじゃん、バカ。
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your
どこ？
voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry!
いらん、パネル、青とバリー。バリ
Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch! There's no way you can climb down, though! It's like a sheer wall!
ー。まあか。
Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
発煙筒持って、あっ
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al!
何これ？あ、農場じゃない？ということはハゲのおじいちゃんたちと戦うん？あ、やだ、私ライムとレモンを絞って飲むおじいちゃんたち好きなのに。ライムとレモンを絞って飲んでみたいなおじいちゃん。ランボ。
This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Ah. これどうすんの？あった。ちょっとやめて。
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
ね、ないね。あ、じゃあこっち不正解なんだ。無理。あっち？やばい。これどうすんの？ライトもないよ。
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
多分これ落ちたら死ぬじゃん。バリかわいい。どうやすんのこれ。どうするんだろう。電気つけたい。はあ。木が倒れる。道的に多分こっち？
shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
De? ここを多分光らせないといけないんだ。ああ、やだ。
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer.
あ、これね。そろそろライトが欲しい。
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
何？トラストノーバンインザダーク。どういうことだろう。あ、そうや。そう、You put the lime in the coconut and then you drink it all up だ。そう、それ。ああ。進みたくない。もう無理。もう
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
武器をくれ、武器を。いいじゃん、もうこれ。
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
無理です。 無理だよ。無理だよ、これ。もう無理だよ。だってライトつかないんだもん。はあ、あれ多分間に合わないのかな。あれ、ありがとう、頑張る。あれ。ライト間に合わないのかな。光ってるとこある？ありがとう。ね、逃げてみよう、普通に。いたわ。逃げるが正解です。あれは罠です。あれは罠です。逃げるが正解です。で、正解。行きたくねえ。めっちゃ行きたくない？はぁ。あ、車だ。
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was.
バリー？
For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before.
バリー逃げたんだけど。バリー逃げた。やっぱバリー黒幕？だって逃げないでしょ、普通。バリー黒幕？あ、バリー？
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far.
こっちに来てくれてるんだ。
See the damage soon.
あれがもしバリーならね。降りたくねえ。扉をバリーする。いや、武器欲しい。マジで武器欲しい。森入りたくないよ。やだ、森行きたくない。森はやだ。森は行きたくない。何？これ何なんだ、この光の主は。
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing
闇の
stronger
存
and
在。
stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the
闇の
story
存
and
在って
chained to the
何？
dark place it came from. When the story reached
パル
the
パ
end
テ
it
ィーン？
longed for, it would finally be free. In a bulky suit, he was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
罠が落ちてるってことは、地雷の上を歩いてるのかな？今日これ終わったら明るいゲームするんだ。全然進まんけどね。いいのかなこんな1週間に1話ぐらいのペースで。あとあれだ。YouTube にアーカイブ上げないとね。え？
Someone had left a gun behind.
はあ、
Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm. これで戦えってこと？やだ。やだ。行きたくないよ。ありがとう。辛いよ。辛いよ。ショットガンだけで戦うんか。あれ？こっちじゃない。どっち？こっち？
ねえ、弾めっちゃ減る。もう来すぎだって。お前ら来すぎなんだ。逃げるしかないのか、方法としては。嫌だ。ああ、嫌だ、行きたくない。ああ。ね、これ今日長い？すいません。イージーにしていいですか？いやー、でもな。全部倒さなくてもいいのかな。ああ。誰の家？誰の家？おー！誰の家ですか？めっちゃ辛いんですけど。
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Buddy,
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
Uh-huh.誰が死んだの？
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm.
ああ、さっきお酒。
The moonshine, you know. It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it.
They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him.
ダニーが敵なんだ。
Like a real
おじいちゃん。
follow-up to a real good movie.
もう喋るな。
The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
じゃあダニーが出てくるんか。びっくりしたー。梅昆布茶飲もう。これさ、長いめっちゃ怖いんだけど。ナームナーム。今日晩ご飯何しよっかな。ダニーがおるんやね。オッケー。
Run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die.
自分が主人公の小説を書いたんだ。ゼインって誰だ？
I'll make it happen.
ゼインって誰だ？扉開けた瞬間いないよね。さすがにいない。下かー。オッケー。下に行ったらいる。多分いる。Okay.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
なんかある
？For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake by contrast,
このゲーム疲れるだけめっちゃ疲れる。このゲームやるだけなのにめっちゃ疲れる。特にないね。農場行きたくない。
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
トイレ？トイレっぽいな。アイテムあるかなと思ったけどなかった。ああ。 はあ。はあ。じゃあ、あとちょっとで終わり今日。ああ。DLC できるかな？怖すぎてできない気がする。DLC。行く？わかんない。なんかあった。わーお。何手に入れた？オッケー。よかった、見渡して。はい。面白いことは、このゲームを完全にプレイしたいとき DLC を逃した。DLC やった方がいいんだろうな。ノロノロで行くね。あ。ノロノロ、徐行運転でよろしくお願いします。安全運転です。敵出ない？出そうだけどな。上に塔がある。塔行くか。日本はね、最高速度確か普通の道路だと60キロまでだよ。入りたくなーい。入るんですけど。上も行くべき？敵いそう。いて！うん。高速道路って最高何キロだっけ？ 80キロ？あ、そうなんだ。あ、日本と全然違うね。あ、でも日本場合によってはなんか90とか書いてるときあるよね、100とか。高速道路。
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until
ショットガンとライフルってどっちがいいんだろう。
Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The sheriff's department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
あ、マジで？行きたくないな、マジで。ああ、行きたくない。うん。こっち？はあ、行くか。行きたくないな。もうやだ。お家帰る。はあ。あそこから出るんか。ねえ、帰りたい。帰って別のことしたい。 ランダムな考え、1994年にファイナルファンタジーの OVA が HD で配信されると、知らない。何それ。ファイナルファンタジーって、どっち？映画の方？映画のやつまだ見てないんだよね。
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
Ah, buddy!
God damn.
Buddy!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Bronson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight them off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, Al! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is stopped! Al, hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on!
バリー頼む。
Yes! Al! Stay in the light! Battery, please, please, please!
バリー、バリー、バリー。よかった、バリーやっぱ仲間だよ。
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
バリー好きだわ。ごめん、バリー疑って。バリーこそ真の仲間だよ。 バリーこそが真の仲間だよ。
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
行きたくねえよ。ねえ、行きたくないよ、バリー。やめようよ、やっぱり行くの。バリー行くのやめようよ。ねえ、バリー頼むよ、やめようよ、バリー。なんでそんな行く気満々なんだよ。今のライブ楽しかったじゃん。ライブもう一回やろうぜ。ねえ、バリー頼むからステージに戻ろうよ。なんか光ってる。バリーは侵入。これバリーも戦ってくれるってこと？かわいいな、バリー。バリーかわいいな。あなんで立ってんだよ。
See, bestseller, no reason to worry.
いらねえよ、捨てていけよ、そんなもの。
I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah.
ランドフィルメディアさんが好きな理由が分かった。ここだ。
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
これだ。
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
多分まああれなんだろうけど。ここだな。これ多分この上に行かないといけないんだろうけど。あ、なんかあるな。原稿かな、あれ。
Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al? Oh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long.
お前ヒロインだろ。これバリーがヒロインのゲームだわ。私バリーがいなくなったらもうこのゲームできない。
I think I see what you did there.
It was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
あそこなんかあるな。ちょっと見てくるわ。ごめん、ちょっとバリー待ってて。あ、もういけない？あ、いけねえや。通れそうか。
Deputy Mulligan tuned Thornton's chatter out. He didn't think riders
バリーのお
were
かげで
particularly
楽
useful
しい。
people.
もうずっとバリーいてくれ。
One stuck him as idiotic. Certainly not worth the missed opportunity for coffee and pie. It wasn't even clear what the man had done, except run from them at the trailer park. Mulligan knew he wasn't alone. The sheriff's patience with the Fed was running out.
もうバリーとずっと一緒にいたいわ。バリー結婚しよう。井戸は怖い。なんか光ってる？バリ行かないの？行こうよ。あ、バリーが先陣切ってくれるけど助かるわ。
You look at that thing, Al. They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
バイキングフェッチ。
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves.
あ、始まった。見とくか。あ、アランが作ったんだ、これ。アランがシナリオ考えたんだ。あ、違う。書いた回があるってことね、アランが。へえ。違うやつ。要は世にも奇妙な物語の提供をしたってことね。
Hey, Jones, right? Listen, we're gonna have to wait until his highness over there is good and ready. Oh wow, who's that? You don't know him? What are you, new? He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat...
Oh.
Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us. It's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
あれ、今日はエンディング流れなかった。もうずっとバリーにいてほしい。違う、このではない。どこ行くんだ？あ、ここ？アンダーソン1976年。
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
あー、出てきた。疲れちゃった。どっち？バリーなんでそんな元気なん？誰？敵多くない？ヒーター切れちゃった。まあ、いっか。ねえ、敵多くない？順番に並んでください。草。ちょっとまず行くじゃん？行って敵を出して順番に倒そう。悪い敵。で、ここ行ったら行くから、まず逃げる。多分逃げたら追いかけてくると思うんだよね。誰？どれ？ で多分動いてるのがあったから。はあ。これに当てたら死ぬんだ、敵は。はい。発煙筒なくなっちゃった。あ。え、どうやって行ったの？え？バリー？バリーどうやってそこに行ったの？バリー？ここまで逃げてくるのもありやったんか。バリー？ねえ、バリーさっきまで仲良かったじゃん。はぁ、無言。はぁ、行くか。
Wow, those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
バリー一人で頑張ってんね。は行きたくない。はぁ。ああ、行きたくない。はぁ。
Be careful, Al!
気をつけろって言うなら手伝ってよ、バリ。ショットガンの方がいいかな。まあ、続編あっても不思議ではない。
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
髪の毛ほどけちゃった。ありがとう。
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys,
トイレ行き
how
たい。
busy are you?
水飲みすぎ
Gear
た。
Fest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything.
よしよし、ありがとう。
Just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too. Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my
おじいちゃんたちと戦うんかな、どうなんやろ。
yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Yeah. ちょっとトイレ行ってくるね。あ、間違えた。間違えた。トイレこれ。間違えちゃった。なんか動いてたね。怖かったわ、今、自分でも。怖い、呪われてるんだけど、ねえ。呪われたんですけど。呪われてたんだけど。
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far enough.
行きたくない。
I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
やだ。おー、バーリーと一緒行きたかったわ。はぁ。あっつ こぼれちゃった。まあいいや、膝掛けの上かかっただけやし。大丈夫。膝掛けの上にかかった。で、ちょっと手にもかかった感じ。体調ありがとうございます。なんで体調1日ありがとうございます。何が起こってるかわからないよう聞かれました。おめでとうございます。膝掛けを膝に乗せたから、これ動きそうで怖いんだけど、これ。ね、めっちゃこれ絶対動くよね、これ。この軍用車みたいなの。動くよね、君。動くよね。君、多分、動くよね。こんちゃこんちゃ。はい。多分、後ろのトラクターは動くと思います。知ってた！敵いるかい！発煙筒全部使っちゃった。なんでお前バーカふざけんなよバーカ！なんで普通に出てくんの？なんで普通に出てきてんの？やーみたいな感じ出てこないでよ。なんかどっかにアイテムボックスみたいなの見えた気がする。あった、これだ。バーカ。ほんとね、語彙力があまりにもないもんですから、行きたくねー。めっちゃ行きたくない。なにこれ、もう行きたくないんだけど。行きたくないんですけど。みんなは、行くの？あ、逆だね。こっちか。あれ？こっち？発煙筒。あれ？ あ。まずバリーを呼ぶ。降りたら敵出ますよね。これ、降りたら敵出ますよね。ほら。ここかな。出たら敵出るよね。知ってる。で
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me.
バリ
Hey, let's
ー
go.
お前だけが癒しだよ。ほんとお前だけが癒し。待って、行くの、行かなくてよくね。ねえ、行くのやめようよ、バリー。ねえ、やめない？ねえ、やめない、バリー。ねえ、やめようよ、バリー。バリーやめよう。いや、もうクレイジーだからもうやめようよ。ねえ、もうやめようよ、バリー。マジでやめようよ、もう。バリー！なんでバリー戦わないじゃん！バリーは音楽を奏でるだけでしょ？なんでお前そんなやる気満々なんだよ。なんでお前そんなやる気満々バリーなんだよ。いや、好きだけど。もう。バリ？あれバリ？いた。バリ行こっか。行かないの？は？来いよ。なんで無言ない？来いよ。オールド・ゴッド・ノー・ザ・ソー。昔の神、そう。みんな知ってる昔、なんかチェーンソー刺さってんだけど。小屋入んのやだな。入るんでしょ？バリ入ろっか。入ろう。バリおいで。バリーと一緒ならさ、敵が出ても大丈夫と思うなら、家の周りちょっと一周してみようよ。バリー来て。バリー。でも家の周り何もないね。なんもなかったわ。バリー入るよ。おいで。バリー来てよ。ブレーカーはどこだ？お前ブレーカーないと来ないってこと？あ、バリー設置切ってくれるのありがとう。ブレーカー？ここトイレだね。家に入ってすぐトイレ。あ、すごい！ステージがある！
The power downstairs was out. but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out,
あ、これを
but
調
I
べよう
was
と思
sure
った
I
ら
could
電気
fix
が
that at the fuse box.
大きなノッポの古時計や。バリー行けよ。お前行けよ。ほら。お前が行けよ。ほら。お前が行けよ。お前が行けよ。なんで私が先頭切るんだよ。お前が行けよ。お前が行けよ。これ快適な家なんだ。ブレーカーってどこにある？一般的に。2階か。行きたくないな、2階。ねえ、こっち来てよ、バリー。なんで私を、オールドゴッドノーズザゼウスかな？ゼウス、そう？ほんとね、確かに綺麗だよね。あのおじいちゃんたちずっと入院してたんだよね。その割には綺麗。あ、原稿だ。トゥルースか。
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run
そういえば
toward
さ、
the cabin, flashlight in
三
my
ツ矢サ
hand.
イダーのさ、140周年プレミアムスイートめっちゃ美味しいね。
A time traveler in a crazy drunken dream.
三宝糖めっちゃ美味しい。
The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
そういえば隊長は動くようになったのかな？あ、ギターがある。けどこの部屋じゃない。ここでもない。ちょっとバリー！なんと待って、こっち来なって。ほら、固まるな！てこでも動かん。ねえ、バリーもう、ねえもう。いってらっしゃい。ありがとう。
Of course, we need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
これか。リリさんいってらっしゃい。
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay
Cynthia
here for the
Weaver.
night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
アスガルド。
Lots of hours before dawn.
いや、飲んじゃダメだって。
And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry. This is... Yeah, what the hell?
頭おかしくなるって書いてたよ、そのお酒飲んだら。
Seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're
バリーは
crazy
さ、
bad,
アリスが死んだこと
I'm gonna
知らないってこ
stick by you,
と
no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer.
知ってるけど
goddammit.
合わせてくれてる。
If I
いや、
just
怖い
wanted
後ろ
to,
のパネ
I
ル持ってきた
could
んか
write
い。
10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry. I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
もういいじゃん、バリーで。ムーンシャイン。前もなんか言ってたね。あれもムーンシャインだったっけ？目開けて寝ちゃってるよ。ダニがいっぱいいそう。え？お化け？え？ん？え、なにこれ？お化けになっちゃった。
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth. A suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons'
アン
moonshine.
ダーソン兄弟
I
の
was
密造酒で
there,
蘇
an
った
out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright
Bah,
Falls,
Dorek
the night
Kutkat.
Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form
気がし
underwater,
た。
sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crashed car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
あ、どういうこと？
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
え、ババアが犯人？
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
闇の存在にババアが犯人ってこと？闇の存在っていうのは
Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
ババアは何？
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so.
溺れたんじゃないの？え、結局何？アリスは何？
Drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right.
ババアが追い打ちをかけてくる。
Killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
手を取るな、ババアの。
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Baba touch.
Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish. To interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story and his light had been enough to set me free.
Zane っていうのが光の存在?
Because it was written, I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. Who will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my barber a long time ago. She looks so old.
Ne, ババアはバーバラ。そう、ババアはバーバラ分かってる。OK。
Confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
ババアはバーバラ。ゼインは大きい光だよね、いつも。
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
で、そこで事故を起こすんだ。はあ。で、最初に戻ると。
I wrote it. It's my fault.
お前が書いたんじゃねえか。
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
え、誰？え、誰？え、誰？ね、今の誰？え、今バリーじゃないよね。誰？今の。今の誰？今の。ナイチンゲールか、あれ。4終わりました。4終わりました。これ拍手があんまりうまくできないんだよね。で、終わりました。パチパチパチ。あんまりさ、うまく拍手ができないからさ、結局こうなっちゃったんだよね。これ。ダンブルドア方式になっちゃったんだよね。じゃあナイチンゲールはいい人ってこと？ナイチンゲールはナイチンゲール？なんかスマホに通知来た。ちょっと待ってね。ケンタッキー、美味しそう。いや、今日は普通のお米。これって多分5章したら長いよね。
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful.
The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true.
My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
結局、アリスは生きてるってこと？闇の存在に捕まっただけで。まあいいや。とりあえず、これで一旦今日はアランウェイクはおしまい。
It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
パリ？あら。ババア。
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
ライトババアや。ライトババア。ライティングババアだ。光のババア。
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth.
バリかわいいな。
Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
汚い。
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read.
終わりかな?
Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist.
怖い。
Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know this...
Oh my god!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
なるほどね。ナイチンゲールはやられると。終わりです。今日のアランウェイカー終わりです。終わりです。3時間ぐらいだったね。意外と今日は短かった。怖いんだもんだって。めっちゃ怖いんだもん。終わりです。終わりです。怖いんだもんだって。めっちゃ怖いんだもん。